So I told myself I wasn't gonna watch the live-action Tangled movie, but then I saw that Milo Manheim was playing Flynn Rider, and I was like, okay, fine, you've got me.
You got me!
I'll go see it. I mean, come on, guys. How could you not like Milo?
I'm exceptional, Zed!
I mean, come on. But anyways, this got me thinking, why do we keep watching these live-action movies? I mean, everyone knows that they're just simple cash grabs, playing off of nostalgia, but why is it that even when we tell ourselves, no, I'm not gonna go watch the live-action How to Train Your Dragon, no, I'm not gonna go watch the live-action Tangled, why do we still find ourselves in theaters watching these films? I've been telling myself, no, I'm tired of doing it. I'm an animation student, and I think it comes off as disrespectful to animation, so why am I still paying money to go and see these movies? Is it because Milo Manheim is playing Flynn Rider? Maybe. Maybe that's why I want to see it, but I do think that there's something deeper here, and that's what I want to get into today. So if you like content like this, or you want to see this channel grow, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. So in a world where everything's plastic, I think ultimately what is pulling us to go and see these live-action remakes in the theaters is the fact that it gets us closer to what I'm calling tangible whimsy. Tangible whimsy is my way of understanding our desire as a human race to experience something that's magical and to experience it in real life. First of all, let's get into the fact that everything around us is plastic. I mean, I could go on Amazon and I could order something, anything. It would be at my door in like less than 24 hours. That's crazy. Other societies didn't really deal with that. And if you look around, most of the things that are around us are plastic. There's nothing wrong with plastic, but things that are plastic feel less real to us. Like, I want a nice, old, vintage dresser. You know, a dresser like that would be so nice. But instead, I've got this dinky old, like, plastic dresser that I got from Amazon. It's fine, it does the job, but nonetheless, it doesn't feel as real or as tangible as I would like it to be. And I think as a society, we're experiencing this. We're surrounded by so many things that are plastic and that are fake. Take, for example, AI. Not only am I surrounded by things that are physically fake, I can also go online and see millions and millions of things that are also fake. They are close to being real, but they're not. And us as a human race, we are pretty good at sniffing out what's real and what's not real. So when we see AI images, it looks magical, it looks cool, but it's ultimately not real. Because we're so inundated with all of these things that are plastic, we're trying to experience things that are real. Here's the thing with animated movies. When we see an animated movie, we know it's already not real. I mean, characters' eyes aren't that big, animals can't walk on their hind legs, magic doesn't actually exist. So when we experience these animated films, automatically we know it could never happen. And we're already surrounded by a world where things feel fake, where we see fake images. So having screens around us all of the time means that we experience 24/7 exposure to fantasy. I can go online and I can search a video of wizards if I want to, and it could look super duper real, but I know it's fake. And ultimately, the reality of that is hidden behind a screen. So this gets me to my next point, which is Disney adults. I mean, we've all heard of them, we all know of them, but I think that there's something that is super important about what they teach us about society. The amusement park experience is growing huge right now. I actually work in the entertainment design industry. I have gone to IAAPA, which is the International Amusement Parks something association. It's like a huge conference where all of these amusement parks and entertainment designers meet together. These conferences are some of the biggest conferences in the world, and you can tell that there's a huge industry for experiencing this tangible whimsy. People want to experience real magic. It's why we go to Disneyland. It's why we go to Legoland. It's why we go to Universal Studios. We want to experience something real and be taken away from the plastic, the fake world, the world that is so heavy for us. Disneyland actually makes most of their revenue from their parks. They make more money from their parks than they do from their films. So in an article from the Disney Business Journal, they say, while parks and consumer products accounted for 37% of Disney revenues, they tally up to 56% of income. So Disney is making over half of their income from their parks. That's crazy. Not only that, but they're spending more money on their parks than they are their films. Yeah, this is wild. I mean, Disney knows that this is where people are spending their money. And I mean, honestly, can you blame us? Like, of course we want to escape to these other worlds. Of course we want to experience something that's real. Disney's doing this, but we are also seeing that DreamWorks is tapping into the same industry. Epic Universe just opened, and it cost $7.7 billion to create, which is actually the most expensive theme park in the world right now. Disney isn't the only company that knows that this stuff is happening. The point is, I think that the live-action remakes are getting us closer to believing that these stories could actually take place. I know they're playing off of nostalgia, but even though I tell myself I don't want to watch these movies, I still do. Like, why did I want to watch the Snow White movie even though the dwarves looked like this? Did I want to see it just crash and burn? Maybe. But I also think that it would be cool to see what would it actually be like if Snow White did exist. We live in a world where everything is plastic and fake. We just want to experience something that's real. So if we watch these films and we see real people interacting with what seems to be real magic, it gets us even closer to this tangible whimsy. And if we see people living out these stories, we start to believe maybe there's a chance that that could actually happen. This taps into the same brain that responds to the stuff that we see in Disneyland, in Epic Studios, or in Legoland. So I can go and watch the movies that I think feel magical, but there's something totally different about experiencing it in person. Like, I could go and watch Star Wars. That's one thing. But when I go to Galaxy Edge, it looks something more like this. So why is it that we're reacting like this? There's a good reason that Disney adults exist. We crave tangible whimsy. This is what gets us going back to the theaters for these stories. We want to augment what's already there and actually believe that these stories can happen in real life. Because we're so diluted by a society that's filled with AI and that's filled with fake images and plastic objects. We want to experience something real. We want to believe that magic can actually happen. So what do we do about this? Should we keep going and watching these movies when they come out in theaters? Sure. If you want to. I don't really care. And I mean, ultimately, these movies are going to be making billions and billions of dollars. I mean, Disney has proved that that's what they'll do. And I think you not seeing the movie isn't really going to do much to stop Disney from making these. I think ultimately what's going to help us solve this problem is we need to find ways that we can experience this tangible whimsy in real life. So what does that look like? As cheesy as this sounds, I'm going to suggest it's first of all, growing in gratitude. Maybe this is keeping a gratitude journal. This poster, it's actually my vision board, and around it, I write the things that I'm grateful for. If we start to look around at our lives and see the things that we're grateful for, then I think we'll start to appreciate the lives that we're living now and not feel so desperate to experience these magical stories that ultimately can never happen, regardless of how good the rendering is, regardless of how good the actors are, or how real the dwarfs look. The other thing too that you can do, and I know that this sounds really cheesy, but I'm going to suggest it anyways. Look at your life as if it is a movie. Find the experiences in your life that do actually genuinely feel magical and label those. I think that there's a lot of truth in that whole phrase of like main character moment. If you look around your life and see the ways that your life is actually like a movie, you might be able to appreciate it a little bit more and see how magical your life actually is. A lot of the times after watching these movies, we feel disheartened or even used. So watch them if you want to, but just expect that you might come out feeling like, that just didn't live up to the magic. I wish I could experience the magic in real life. That being said, another way that you could do this is actually go to the parks. I know that that's not in everyone's budget, and that's kind of, I don't know, a dumb way of solving this problem of live action remakes, but if you want to experience something that feels more magical, it doesn't hurt to go to an amusement park. Like, that's not a bad thing. Obviously, that's not in everybody's budget, and that's okay. Find other ways to experience the magic in real life. So, we watch these movies because we crave tangible whimsy. It's the same reason that we go to amusement parks to escape. We want to believe that the dreams that we experience and the films that we watch in animation can come true in reality. And part of it is because we've become so disheartened as a society. I don't think that this really comes from disrespecting animation as an art form, although it often feels like that a lot, and being an animation student, it does hurt a lot seeing all of these live action remakes. And honestly, I don't think that studio executives are thinking about how magical we want our lives to be. It's a cash grab. We all know that. Studio executives aren't thinking like this. But ultimately, art does reflect a generation. And right now, this art is reflecting a generation that's lost its spark. We've lost our sense of whimsy and we've lost our sense of magic and hope. It's a generation of nostalgic people who once believed in magic, but are so diluted from it now that we don't believe it's actually possible to obtain it. We're a generation where 30-plus-year-olds flock to amusement parks to go take their photos with Mickey Mouse and Daisy Duck. It's a generation that's ultimately very hurt, and we've seen a lot, and we really desire genuine escape. So go to the parks. Or better yet, find the ways that your life is like a movie. If you look for it, you might actually be surprised what you find. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you liked it. I really want to get this YouTube thing figured out this year, so share it with your friends. I've got a lot of great videos planned, and check out this video here. You might like it. Okay, see ya.